Hey guys, brand new episode. I am on tour this September, starting up the Birdie Boy Relapse Tour. We're shooting my special in Omaha. 4 shows now. I think they're all sold out. Go to Bert.com to get your tickets. I'm literally going to be everywhere. I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to Montana. I can't fucking wait. I've been to Montana. I skydived in Montana. I remember thinking when I was skydiving, big sky, huh? Looks the same. Anyway, go find me on tour. Today's podcast is a great podcast. There's a friend of mine. He is in Stranger Things. He plays Yuri in Stranger Things, and he is Secret Time. He also worked on my movie, The Machine, in Serbia. That's where we met, in Serbia. Became friends. His family moved out here. He'll tell you that story. But I absolutely fell in love with this guy. He's got really great energy, and I tell the story about that. We talk a little bit. He will say his English is not great, but I'm telling you, it's way better than my Serbian, and it's a great fucking interview. He plays Yuri on Stranger Things. Please put your hands together. The fuck am I saying? Without further ado, my friend Nikola Djuricko. What was the stance of drugs in Serbia growing up?
It is everything is illegal.
Illegal.
Everything.
But you guys smoke weed as kids?
Yeah.
It
but not so much. People from town, it's very complicated to grow it. So most people that we were finding grass or weed or whatever you call it, it was mostly from outside the town, some suburbans or some village, country, whoever has something. So we in Belgrade, where I grew up, we mostly drink.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you the first time you got drunk?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Can I say it? Yeah.
Here, you can move this into your face.
I don't want to sound like Johnny Depp, but like I think I was 12.
Okay, that's acceptable. Andrew, how old were you?
I was 17. I was a kid.
Wow, that's the one you're embarrassed about.
No,
17.
It is okay to get drunk only in 17.
What did you drink the first time you got drunk?
I think we drank rakia.
Rakia,
yeah. Yeah, it is quite cheap, quite acceptable, and always you have somebody from grandfather, from this and that, and it's free.
And people make their own rakia, right?
Yeah.
People make their own wine in Serbia.
Some of them, the small wineries or people do it for themselves. Yeah.
So I loved that. My first day in Serbia, we went down to the market where we were staying. Where were we staying? Do you remember the area we were staying in? Oh, you went?
Yeah. Senjak. Yeah.
We went down to the market and we tried to buy a bottle of wine, and I could not find a good bottle of wine. Everything was like, there was not a bottle of wine over $10.
Yeah.
And I went, what the fuck? And I realized, it's because no one in Serbia is going to spend $40 on a bottle of wine.
No.
And so adversely, the wine I was drinking is not super complex wine. It's not been aged forever, not a lot of sugar, so it's better for you. So you can drink wine in Serbia, and I could go for a jog. I'd run 4 miles every fucking morning.
Yeah,
because I wasn't really hungover. I felt great.
That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm not so into wine, because I start early drinking, and wine is like we were all drinking some cheap wine. Yeah, and most of the time, girls or boys had the black tea, and I was like, I don't want to drink wine. I don't want to look like this. It's such a downer.
Were you cool? Were you cool in like grade school?
Cool.
Yeah,
I was cool always. No. No, I think I was some kind of nerd, but like not for school. Like I don't know. I think I was a little bit different. All the time. And I remember I made a group of people, outcasts. Nobody wanted to be friends with them. Yeah. One was limping, one was in the suit of his father, and one was like with the hair like this, and one was fat and stupid, but nice boy, So I said, this is my group. I'm gonna be the king of this. Whatever this is.
One was fat and stupid.
Yeah. But that was it. Yeah, and those were my friends now. It's my group. Nobody wants to be friends with them. But can you imagine? Can you imagine coming in a school in a suit of your father, like this? It's disaster, man. And everybody like, I remember everybody's yelling, and I'm like, what's going on? The new guy in school came in a suit, and everybody like, blah, blah. Like he's like standing like this, and this gross. And he had a bag of like act, for advocates or whatever, like serious bag. It's not bag for a school. It's for some businessman.
Yeah, like a briefcase.
But some old, and that was his school, and everybody like. I said, this is interesting, guys. And he was so nice, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he lost first month, just everybody's teasing him,
Yeah.
And he's okay.
Yeah.
They were just poor, His father lived only with him.
It was just him and his dad.
Yeah, and mama left them. It's a very sad story, actually, if you just dig a little bit. And he was so nice, and he didn't have anything to wear, just that stupid suits. So that was it. And that was my group. So I wasn't actually cool in that sense. But I was coolest in that group. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah.
What did your dad do?
Yeah, my dad is pilot. He's
for real?
Yeah, pilot.
Pilot.
Pilot. Yeah.
I thought you said a pirate.
Oh, pirate.
Well, he's a pirate. No,
that's
for real.
Cool. Yeah, I never told you
like
that.
Pirated music. Mm-hmm. So he's a pilot, like for planes.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What did he fly for? Like an airline?
Yeah, he flew for Yugoslavia airline. It's called Yacht. In those days, he was flying the big one, the jumbo jet, the DC-10.
Really?
Yeah, for America, for China, Australia.
For real. So your dad traveled a ton.
Yeah, he was traveling a ton. Yeah, and he was always coming back home black, from the sun. Like he was like
tan.
Yeah. He was like, whoa, man! Like he was on Copacabana, whatever, and it was a snow in Belgrade. Yeah. He was traveling a lot. So, but that was also nice. We could travel with him. You have some good discount when you.
Oh, really? So did you? You saw a lot of the country and the
not
world?
So much, because I was waiting to grow up.
Yeah.
To be 18 and then actually travel. I like my parents, but it is really rather boring traveling with the parents,
Yeah,
so I was waiting to be a little bit more grow up so I can travel all alone. But when I was grow up, we got the sanctions, war, thingy bingy, and I didn't travel anywhere,
Yeah, wait.
So I saw Australia, to be quite honest. We have some family there in 84. Can you imagine? Sarajevo. 84. Yeah, it was Olympic in Sarajevo. Yeah, that's how I remember.
Yeah.
Because I was in Australia.
So wait, so you remember communism?
Yeah. I was a pioneer.
The pioneer.
Yeah, it's a pioneer. It's a serious shit.
Wait, what's a pioneer?
It's every kid when you're first grade on a day of our country, Yugoslavia. It was Day of Republic, 29 November. You get the red scarf, and every kid in Yugoslavia get it, and you become a pioneer, and you have your oath. You say, I'm gonna be good friend, I'm gonna be cool with the elders, I'm gonna love and support my socialistic Yugoslavia, and that was it.
What did you guys think of America when you were kids?
Oh, because my father is pilot, so but we didn't have that, because Yugoslavia was somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
There was Tito, Nehru, Nasser. This is maybe too much for you.
Tito?
Tito was our president.
Yeah.
Nehru Gandhi was a son of Mahatma Gandhi, the famous India president. And Nasser was Egypt president. And they formed something they called independent states. So you have Russians, American, so Cold War, and you have all this in the middle, like African countries, South American countries, Yugoslavia, India, Egypt. And we were like, we are nowhere. Can we be in the middle? And it was quite good position, because it was in Europe, in a United Nations. If you want vote for anything you wanted, you need those votes for those independence.
Oh, okay.
So we got a lot of credits, a lot of jobs, a lot of traveling for the students and doctors. So we were in very were thinking very good about America.
So there wasn't like a stereotype, because like we growing up during communism, we had a stereotype of what we thought the Soviet Union was like, what a communist was like.
Yeah.
And I remember I told someone who grew up Russian what, like, I'd written it in my book that we just thought all their clothes were wool, like, and itchy, and their shoes were like wooden and like really hard. Everything was uncomfortable. It was cold, and no one had toilet paper. And so I remember that's what I thought. And then when I went to Russia and saw it, I was like, oh, it's different, but it's not what I thought. They're wearing normal clothes.
Yeah. But the Russian, that's really specific. But Yugoslavia was even better, because we have in Belgrade, in the center of the Belgrade, was a big American library. And it was a big American flag waving in the middle of the town, in the center of the biggest walking street in Belgrade. And every time you had any album of music, any kind of book or comic book, after 1 week, you can have it in that library. So you can listen music, we could read.
Really?
Yeah, we were listening rock and roll, we were wearing jeans, we were all in that American way of style of life, so to say, this popular culture of America. So it was really open for that. But we had also, we watched the Russian movies.
Really?
Yeah, we watched the Russian movies, we watched American movies, we watched, I don't know, Georgian movies, so all kind of stuff. But I remember that library, and I was like really proud of that.
Really?
Yeah, because you couldn't have that in Budapest. You can not have that in Prague. You cannot have it anywhere in Eastern Bloc. Only in Yugoslavia.
Tito was a bad motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, he find very fine niche. Very fine that middle way. So we were not East, but we were not West.
Yeah.
So we were like between. But both sides bribed us, give us money, give us this and that.
Smart.
So that was actually a smart move, and we had a lot of African students in Yugoslavia. That was really popular, and a lot of our students went to America or here and there to study, and that was, I think, good for a country.
What a cool.
But just to say, I never felt in Yugoslavia that kind of communism that is really oppressive.
Yeah.
It was just, we were making fun of capitalism. Like, everybody have everything. You have to work like a slave for a car. Who gave a fuck for that? You work this enough and never mind.
But all you guys had were Yugos.
Yeah, everybody had a car. Everybody
was it Yugos?
Yugo was our car.
Yeah, and there was the other one.
Stojadin.
No, it's the one. What was the one that Phil bought? It's the if you're taking a car, if you're taking this car, if you go to outdoors, it has the big trucky. What's it called?
Lada Niva.
Lada
Niva.
Yeah.
It's a Russian car.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Russian car, but it's really good for any kind of snow. And it's really cheap.
I almost bought a Yugo when I was there.
Yeah, Yugo is fun. Yugo is cool. It is. It was our idea of trying to be industrial country, but we are not. We everybody were laughing to that Yugo thing.
I remember Yugo was the joke in America.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was actually a joke, but what we were sending to America was very good, actually. Mm-hmm. We keep the trash for us, the bad Yugos for us.
You guys got the bad ones, we got the good ones?
Yeah, you got the good ones.
So what was you told me so much about the first day we worked together. You were telling me about it was something about factories that they took people that were farming.
They were trying because if you want to have a communistic revolution, you need workers. Yeah. Because it's a fight between you and your employees against the bosses. Yeah. So we like to split the profit, get more money, DB, and we as workers should be owners of factories. Yeah. In a way, you got it that in Sweden or some kind of, I think everybody's shareholder now for that. So there is some sense to it, But because mostly Serbia and Yugoslavia were people were working on the fields, land, or cattle, this and that, Yeah. We didn't have so much factories. and we didn't have so much workers. So they invent all the factories for this and factory that, and all people from a countryside, they put in cities and put them in factories. So they can have socialist revolution real time.
Yeah.
But it was actually bullshit. Like that's why capitalism won in the end, if you think about it, because there is some innovation in capitalism. There is some brutality, of course. There is some heartlessness, but there is some inventivity, and it's better system for production.
Yeah, we were working in that factory for that day, and you were walking me through it. And I just found it fucking fascinating.
But
Go.
No, where they put that factory?
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
So no road, no railroad, no nothing. So why? But because it was like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it. And in one moment, everybody's like, yes, man, to Tito. Nobody could say, hey, Padre, this is not a good idea. Let's do something else,
Padre.
Yeah, whatever they called him, Don or what.
We went to Tito's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we lived right by Tito's house.
Yeah, that's the park, neighborhood you lived.
That park right next to Tito's house is my favorite park I've ever been to in the entire world.
Oh, really?
In my entire world. What was the name of that park, Andrew?
Yeah, Top Cheater.
It's a Hyde Park.
Yeah, it's a Hyde Park. They call it Hyde Park.
Hyde Park. It's my favorite park I've ever had because that trail, the first day I went there, my first day, I go for a run. It's like I'd get up. I think my call was around like 7 or something.
I remember you went running.
I get up at 6 in the morning and I go for a jog. I love it. I just love it.
But when you lay down, what was the hour when you
go late? We'd stay out late. We'd stay out until 1 o'clock, midnight. Yeah. So I'd wake up and I'd go for a run and I'd get a coffee. I'd leave it over by the African Museum.
Yeah.
I'd leave it by the African Museum. I'd take a cup of coffee. I'd leave the cup by the African Museum, pick up on my way back, and I'd do a jog. My first day, I'm a weird, spiritual is the wrong word, but like more superstitious, OCD, looking for signs type thing. My first day, I go for that run, and a butterfly gets in front of me in the park, and it flies in front of me for the whole ride. And then the whole part, and I just realized I'm on the right path. I'm going on the right path.
Yeah,
I'm like, everything's going good. I'm doing the right thing by doing this movie. The next day, I go for a run, 6 in the morning, and it just rained the night before, and a tree falls in the forest in front of me, falls on the and just cracks. And I went, and I was on Instagram, and I showed it, and I was like, and I didn't get hit by a tree, and I was like, I'm on the right fucking path. I'm on the right path. I ran on that park every fucking morning, 4 miles. Loved it. I fucking loved it. Yeah, that whole area I loved.
Yeah, it's really nice, fancy, really, really cool old Belgrade.
Yeah, and there was a walk down. You could walk down. There was a cool restaurant. There was restaurants around there.
Yeah.
Sheher was my favorite.
Yeah.
When they knew us in Sheher, we were in Sheher, and I didn't realize it's an expensive restaurant.
Yeah, it is.
We were there every fucking night.
It's quite a cool part of Belgrade.
Yeah,
Senjak, Dedinje, they're all embassied,
all the Serbian men look like they're cage fighters, and all the Serbian women look like models. I remember thinking,
thank you. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I
mean, it was like they're fucking. All the men look scary as shit.
Yeah, because you have to look scary. I don't know. That's the vibe. But there is also some nice people. Yeah, I think the girls are really beautiful.
Beautiful.
If you think about it, we don't have so many different races and this and stuff that make beautiful people. But we are all white.
I see what you're saying. So like when you mix, it's always perfect.
It's always perfect.
It's always perfect.
Yeah, it's like beautiful.
When you go white with white, sometimes you can get a heel.
Yeah.
you get a couple feet. But for whatever reason, you guys
something happened there.
Yeah, look at Andrew. It's too much white.
Squishy.
It's too much white.
You should find some colorful girl, that would be really nice for you.
Yeah,
some, I don't know, maybe Hawaiian or whatever.
I'm telling you, man, if my wife leaves me, I'm flying to Serbia. I'll hang out. Oh, man.
Your energy is something really compatible with Serbian style.
I love
people like to sit. But nobody's running. If you think about
there wasn't a lot of exercise.
Did you saw anybody
No, a lot
running?
of smoking, a lot of smoking.
A lot of smoking, a lot of drinking, a
Yeah.
lot of fighting.
I was the only one in the park. I would get up at 6 a.m. and I'd be
Yeah.
the only one in the park, and no, I wouldn't see anyone in the park ever.
It's not that popular to that healthy habits, but you notice the guys are they all go to the gym, but they don't run.
Yeah, guys would.
Yeah.
They were doing the prison workout.
Yeah, they like that.
Yeah. The first time I met you, your energy fucked me up because I was immediately like, oh, I could be best friends with this guy.
Oh, thank you so much.
You have such a welcoming energy.
Thank you,
and then I said that to a couple people. I said it to Kale, and Kale goes, "Yeah, there's a reason he's a movie star." And I went, "Huh?" He goes, "Yeah, you get that a lot with guys that are successful." Like, he's like, if you meet Brad Pitt, you're gonna like him.
Yeah, he's nice.
If you meet Johnny Depp, you're gonna like him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, he's a movie star, and he goes, oh, he's the biggest actor in Serbia. And I went, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm huge.
Like, yeah.
It's not much, but it's my success.
He goes, yeah, he's fucking huge. That's why you like him. That's why Serbia likes him.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why when he goes to LA, he's gonna blow up. And then the other day, someone's like, hey, he's in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got it. That was really. Thank you so much, mate.
No, immediately. I was like, your energy. You're so easy to act with because you. And Mark Hamill too. I gotta say, Mark Hamill did this thing where you do it. I'm not saying you do it. But I'm just saying you do it differently. But like, there's a scene where we, connect or whatever. It was by the dinner table or whatever. Yeah. And man, the way you looked at me, you could make me cry so easy. You could bring out emotion in me really quickly. And I was like, motherfucker, did you always have that?
I don't know. I really don't think so much about me, but that's some kind of not technique, but that's the way of serious acting. You should help your partner. We should play together. And if I go, you go, and then we playing.
But you're also a serious actor, but you're also fun.
That's hard. No, I really think it's very complicated to have a serious actor or good actor and to be an asshole. I'm not sure is it possible. Yeah. Some people tell me, yes, it's possible. This actor is an asshole. He's very boring. Yeah, maybe. But there is some limitation. If you are as a character, as a human being, have a limitations, then you as an actor going to have a limitation. It's quite simple, Yeah. So if you are too egoistic or too seriously look on yourself or your job or whatever, that's how your acting going to look like. It's going to be too fucking serious and it's going to be hard to watching you. And if you are doing it easy, like, when you're watching, I was always, my professor always told us that story. When you watch somebody making a shoes, so the master making a shoe,
yeah,
and you're looking and you say, this is quite easy, I could do it. And then you try and you hit you swallow the nail and everything went sideways, because it's supposed to look easy. It is easy when you know what you're doing.
It's like the same with stand-up. Yeah. If you do stand-up, you're going to think, if you watch me do stand-up, you'll be like, I could definitely do that.
This is banana. I could like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Go there and yeah, but it's not actually. But what is also important in stand-up, you need to stand on that ground and really saying stuff and saying, I'm stupid, I have a problems, I'm fat or this or that.
Are you doing my act?
Now, no. But I'm saying it. That's how we relate with you. When I watched your stand-up, I don't know you really, but we know each other.
Yeah.
So I know your moves and that sincerity that you say I'm this and that, and there is nothing phony, and it's quite crazy your act.
Yeah.
But there is nothing phony in that, and that's why we say, I believe this guy. And I could do it. I can immediately stand up and tell you the story of my grandmother, and when you get up, you're like, stage fright. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
So it need, I think, in any kind of craft or art or whatever, you need to make some understanding with yourself. That's the beginning. of everything. And after that, you can do it. You can do whatever you want, and to be sincere, to be open, and to laugh to yourself. Not take it too serious.
Yeah.
You know, it is a job. It is really, we like what we do. We are passionate about that. But it's not dead or alive. We are not surgeons. Nobody gonna die if the joke is stupid or a movie is stupid. No.
How old were you when you decided to start acting?
I started as a kid on a radio. Can you believe it?
For real?
Yeah, there is some radio group, Radio Belgrade, good old times. And my brother, I had still older brother. He went there, so immediately I wanted to go.
Really?
And the audition was, could you read? Because it's a radio.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if you can read and you are not that, I don't know, like a little bit open, you can sing some song or stand on, or just be ready to group is laughing to you.
Yeah.
You know? And if you can stand that, you are in. So that's how I started.
How old?
7.
7?
Yeah, and we did 2 shows on radio every week. It was fun. We were reading some funny stuff, this and that.
Was it, this is going to sound crazy, but was it state approved?
Yes.
Like back then, because I know
we were not professionals, but because we were getting paid coming to radio or whatever, they invent some thing like account, so everybody working and we get paid there, and for that money we go to the sea.
We go where?
On a seaside.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like treat money.
Yeah, like a treat money. So we went on a traveling in Greece, in Turkey, and on a Montenegro, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But we were not feeling that we are doing some acting. We didn't, it was just fun. Reading, fun. Oh, reading, just how you stand to the microphone. That was thing to learn, to read it, to wait, not to hear the paper. On the radio.
Oh, yeah.
So that was really fun. And in one moment, Radio Belgrade became a radio television Belgrade. Yeah, and they start having some shows, this and that, and they need kids. So they also pick us. They were coming to our group and say, I would like this guy, and that guy. And we went and do some TV, some movies, this and that. And when I was 17, I went to Academy of Drama Art in Belgrade. And I immediately get in.
Really?
That was it, yeah.
And so you're 17. That's the
17.
Tito's still alive.
No.
No. He died. When did he die?
He died when I was, I think, 7.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think 1980. Tito died, and 1981 they shot Lennon. I remember those 2 events.
Really?
Yeah, and I was quite sad for Lennon.
I don't remember when they shot Lennon.
Oh man, it was really sad.
I remember when President Reagan. I remember when President Reagan.
I think it was 81.
I remember when Reagan got shot.
Yeah.
I remember. Was it when Tito died?
Yeah, he was 80. And Lennon, 81. As I remember.
Yeah.
I was
My
really
memory
sad.
shit. George, are you in there?
December 8, 1980.
80 also. December, yeah.
Are you working out?
End of
Okay, good, because I can't hear you. Yeah, I remember. It's interesting that the things I remember. I was talking to a French lady. She was doing my makeup today, and I was saying, how did they teach you guys World War II?
Well,
and they didn't teach us World War II the way they taught it to French people.
Yeah,
like France did not have a good look when they teach it in American schools. Like and basically they were like, we tried to stay out of it. Japan sucker punched us. We came in and cleaned everything up. That's basically
that's idea of American way. Yeah. The war started in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, for us. Yeah,
for America actually, it is. Yeah, but for the world, it started earlier.
But they never taught us about the Treaty of Versailles and how that kind of set up Germany to only have one option, and that is we're going to war.
Yeah. In the way, yes, but the Germans, they really like it. They like to do it, and it was before of everything, the Russian and Germans split the Poland in half.
Yeah.
So that was actually the beginning for Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you guys have stereotypes of different ethnicities, meaning like Italians, French, Polish, Germans.
Yes, sometimes. Yes.
Did
But
you guys think Polish people were stupid?
we didn't met so many Polish people because nobody we coming to Yugoslavia. They were Eastern Bloc. They were poor, like Romania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
They have a Russian government actually.
Yeah.
Russian soldiers on the street and everywhere. So it was really different to Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
We didn't have the Russians. We were like free.
Yeah.
We were communists for ourselves. It is really,
we had Polish
really
jokes. We're like
the
really big
Polish
in
jokes,
America.
I think in England they really have a lot of Polish stereotypes because most of people are working on in buildings or whatever, like Mexican people here.
Yeah.
That's the Polish in England.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I wonder if
or anywhere in Europe.
I wonder what Polish food tastes like.
I don't know. I suppose same like Czechoslovakia, something like that. It's that part, or maybe Lithuania, or
I've been to the Czech Republic. I fucking love that.
Prague is beautiful.
Prague is
beautiful. And they didn't allow any air condition outside, so you cannot see any air condition, and that's why they are so beautiful.
In the wall.
In a wall, yeah. You cannot put it outside anywhere in the street.
Oh, wow.
So that's why beautiful Prague is still beautiful.
Because there's it doesn't look like Brooklyn.
No, and you can shoot all the movies like Vienna. It's mostly Prague. Any kind of European town. Mozart was shot in Prague, not in Vienna, because in Vienna everything is outside the air condition. So you ruin some historic beautiful buildings or whatever with this stupid thing called air conditioning.
Have you ever been to Prague, Halston?
Oh, no.
Fucking gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. You see this? It's beautiful. It is quite beautiful. And it's small. You can walk and everything. And the people are really, really nice. And my father loves some very cool writers from Czechoslovakia. So we read them there. And I'm really... Bohumil Hrabal, it's the name of it. This building, you see this crooked building? That, yeah. You see this? Yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's in the middle. The river is on this side. That's it. You see, and there's the Vlaclav.
Was Prague and like different parts of Europe? Was is it the same way that when you live in America, you look at Arizona and New Mexico and Vegas?
Yes, but Prague was like Belgrade and Prague were the same towns in one moment, but Prague just went in this direction and Belgrade allowed air condition outside, and we were like arrivederci Roma, and everything went sideways. Yeah, but the Prague is really, and you remember they split Czechs and Slovaks.
It was Czechoslovakia, and then
they were split, and they were and the Russians were there. You remember?
Really?
Yeah. In '68, it was a big mutiny. They call it mutiny, but it was like protest against Russian occupation, actually, of Czechoslovakia, and it was called Czech Spring or whatever, and it was
Czech Spring.
Yeah, and it was Jan Palach. I remember that.
We call that bouncing Czechs.
Yeah. So that was this.
So the dad joke.
Yeah. Dad jokes.
Yeah, I've been telling a lot of dad jokes lately.
But you are dead. What you can do?
I know, but I'm a professional comedian too. But I enjoy dad jokes so fucking much.
It is funny because we are dads. It's funny. Can you imagine? There is no mama's joke. Maybe there is, huh?
Women aren't funny.
They are. Yeah, but there is no some kind of group like bad jokes, mama's jokes.
Yeah, mama jokes.
No, there is not.
Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. How we take care of our minds affects how we experience life. I would argue the quality of your life. I remember I've told this story before, but the first time we were buying a house, the house we first lived in, where we did the old podcast out of, I was having some severe anxiety and OCD. And I remember I couldn't enjoy that process of buying that house. It wasn't until we moved into the house that I enjoyed it. And I look back at the girls running around the house and me just thinking doomsday thoughts. And I wish I could go back and fix that. I wish I was in therapy. If you're not in therapy and you deal with what I deal with, sometimes it's just stresses of life. It's not anything big. It's just you need someone to talk to. Well, you should try BetterHelp Online Therapy. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to, which is kind of nice. It is kind of nice for me when I want to get on the treadmill and just walk for my entire therapy session, or go for a walk in the park, talk to your therapist, throw in some earbuds and have a conversation with your therapist. It's fantastic. And more importantly, it is much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in just under 48 hours. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Bert. That's betterhelp.com/Bert. When you started acting, what was your first big pop?
I had some. For me, it was a theater, but nobody's watching.
You did the theater.
Yeah, but nobody's watching theater.
Did you like the theater?
Yeah, of course. It is good for actor to start in theater because it's live, it's every night, and you have 2 months to prepare.
You get practice, you get reps.
Yeah, you have practice, and you have luck to maybe have some literature.
Yeah.
Like some Shakespeare, Chekhov, I don't know, Dostoevsky or whatever, so you have something that you are working on. That's also nice. And I become a stipend. I got stipend of Yugoslavia. Stipend, yeah.
Yeah.
Yugoslav Drama Theater when I was 17, immediately after first year.
Really?
Yeah, and I start playing there, and then I play maybe 20 or something every month. 4-7 different titles.
How fun is that? Is there a good theater community?
Yes, it always, like in good old Shakespeare days. We like to drink, to talk, to fight, to fall in love, to everything.
Yeah,
everything.
I never got that. I did one play that our buddy wrote, and he wrote it. This is crazy. Our friend wrote it about his friends growing up, and their big goal was to move to Cape Canaveral in Florida and watch shuttle launches, space shuttle launches. And the play was about a group of guys who moved to Cape Canaveral to throw shuttle parties, and they stopped launching the shuttle for a period of time. And then the day they're all going to move out, they announce a shuttle launch, and 2 of them break in and blow up the space shuttle on accident. And we premiered the night we premiered that day. The shuttle exploded.
Really?
Swear to God. Yeah,
the one that was on the telly.
The one coming in, and the tiles broke and exploded.
Coming back. Yeah.
And it was the day we were supposed to premiere, and we had to push that premiere that weekend, and then we did it the next weekend, and everyone it was still way too soon. Everyone's like, oh,
yeah.
But I loved it. I loved. It was like, it's almost like, in my opinion, because a movie happens so quick.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you did well because you're just shooting little bits of it.
Yeah.
So you don't know if you're doing good. That's always been in my experience, not necessarily for the machine, but for other things I did. I always left and I was like, was that okay?
Yeah. Don't know anytime. Yeah, even sorry to interrupt, but even a crew can laugh. And you're thinking, hey, this is good. But it's not.
Yeah.
They're just laughing, So the crew is not audience.
Yeah.
That could be really misleading so many times.
Yeah. And so but a play, you get such an immediate feedback from the audience, and
if it's a comedy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've never done anything serious. I'm not good at serious stuff.
Yeah, but also the serious, you feel energy. You don't feel laugh, but you feel they listen. You sometimes it's really, that's ego flashes when somebody's crying, whatever. When we do some tragic plays or whatever, it's really nice. It's cool. That's why we are doing it.
Yeah.
But I think always it's a different experience for players and for an audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, I remember I watched some show and I was like choking in tears, and I was like really moved, touched, and I come back to talk with my colleagues to tell them I was moved. This was really nice, sincere. And I come in and they were like, hey, you didn't say my word. You stop on my... Yeah. Hey, did you saw him? He looked at me like I have to say. But he had to say something, And they're actors. They're stupid, They don't actually know what they did.
Yeah.
They didn't know that I was like, but I was crying.
Yeah. My buddy, he's passed. He passed away, but he was an actor, and he did a play. And he did a play that me and Leanne went to, and me and Leanne had a few cocktails before the play, and we didn't know it wasn't a comedy, and we could not stop laughing at my friend who was trying to play. He was trying to play a very serious role,
man,
and we couldn't stop laughing. And then he started laughing.
Oh man,
He started laughing on stage because he knew, fuck, they don't know that I'm supposed to be serious. And then everyone started laughing, and it turned a very serious play into a comedy. And he got done, and he was like, "It's a fucking better play when it's a comedy."
Yeah. If it's going that way, better go that way. Better don't. Yeah.
We got the review for the play we did. The play we did. Finally, the LA Times reviewed it. See if you can find LA Times review. Bert Kreischer's not going to come up. What was the name of that play? It was we got to write up in the thing, and they're like, this play. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember. It was a very negative review. They're like, this play is
this for crashing
blowing up this this play is in bad taste. It's not funny. The performances feel forced. There's no bright light in this play except for Bert Kreischer, who shines. And I wish you could find this review, because I was like, it's not that bad, guys.
I think that they got some point.
Yeah, I like the guy's take. I mean, listen, you guys need to step up your game. Leanne, the first night I did this play, Leanne's brutal. Leanne is brutal. Yeah. And the first night I did this play, I go, so what did you think? She goes, you're a horrible actor. And I went, hold on. You could have not said anything.
Did you read my review?
She goes, you don't listen to anyone. You just wait to say your lines. And I was like, yeah.
Is that actor?
Yeah, that's what I do. She goes, you need to be a part of it. She goes, I'm watching you mouth their lines back to them. And I was like, oh man. And so I got better. By the time the play got reviewed, I was shining, and I was like, I wish you could find that review, Halston. I would love to read that. It's so long ago.
That's really nice.
It's got to be 2002.
You should keep that, man. It's your good review.
Yeah, it's my good review. I don't have a ton of them.
I got a bad review, but I didn't play in the play.
What?
Yeah, they went for, I think, in Zagreb, in Croatia, yeah, from Serbia to Croatia. And they played some, and the people, and the guy who wrote that review thought the time, that guy, but it was not me.
Really?
So I got a bad review for not being there. Oh. So I called my friend. They thought that I am him, and he's, and I said, why did you do it? Why did you act so badly? And they think it's me. Immediately call, say, no, Nikola is fine. He's cool. I'm bullshit.
Explain to people the nickname Johnny.
Oh, Johnny. So, in Serbia, the kids, the young people, generations, saying stuff reverse, but not actually reverse, like with this, how you call this syllabus? So it's my name is Nikola, and when they call you, say Nijo. Nijo.
What's the jaw part?
It's a jo, Nijo. Nikola, Nijo. I don't know. Yeah. It's like we have this, I don't know how to translate it, but when you're calling somebody, in the end is always O. So,
okay.
O or E or something, some syllable, yeah. So Nijo, that's how they call me. They call you Nijo. And and when you say it's reversed, Johnny.
Yeah.
And that's Johnny. And most kids, every Nikola in our town, mostly is Johnny.
It was so crazy because they would I meet you, and then all of a sudden they would come up and go, Johnny. And I was like, wait, why is he calling you Johnny? And you're like, oh, it's Nico, Johnny.
Nikola, Nijo, Johnny. It is, there is a logic in it, but you need to write it down to understand that logic.
That was my favorite part.
Also, what is funny, I remember I started talking to that, and you say, no, we're going to do it in a podcast. I was like, what? Yeah. Really? It was like 2 years ago. I remember when I was in first grade, I started in school, our girlfriends, they were playing, with the elastic, the game, like, and you're singing something. Like they're jumping through this elastic thing, and they were singing.
Oh, on their feet.
On their feet,
On their feet, I know what you're talking about.
And they're singing, Ema, SSA, PPA, and then they were inventing some lyrics after that. But I was thinking, what this AMI, SSI, PPI, and everybody, my mother played like that, so it was really old. And then I watched some American movie, and they do the spelling, and they do the Mississippi, MISSI, PPI, and that's how kids learn spelling in America, I suppose. I don't know how that get there to my friends. PPI, yeah, that's a Mississippi.
What's so funny when we were kids, when we played football, we'd go, all right, no offensive line, just a quarterback. He was 2-on-2, so you'd go quarterback and a wide receiver.
Yeah, that's
and you go it's a 10 Mississippi count, 5 Mississippi count. And so
Mississippi is like to get quite second.
Yeah, so you'd sit in the he goes said hut, and he's back. You go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, and then you could run in and go after him, but you had to count 5 Mississippi. Did you guys have potatoes? Put out your potatoes and go 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, 4. My mama said too.
There was some kind of there is some old these songs for kids like I don't know how to call it. Yeah, but this MISSI PPI. So I taught my forensic how that word, how that singing come to the. I think some American soldier.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I like the beginning.
I like the way this goes.
I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe they. I think that's how it started. Somebody teach some girl or boy or whoever to play that game. And that's why. Because it was crazy. We didn't have foreigners in our school. So everybody were Yugoslavian. So nobody know Mississippi. I couldn't spell Mississippi now. Now I know because SSI, PPI.
Yeah.
Now I know to spell Mississippi.
There's a few of those cities around there, Tallahassee, the where it's like
hundreds of letters.
Chattanooga, where it's just tons of fucking letters.
Tons of letters. Also Serbian, it's phonetic. So we have 13 letters, 13 sounds. That's it.
What?
30 letters, 30 sounds.
I thought you said 13. I was like, that's a language I can learn.
Yeah, but you can learn. And it's quite simple. You see, whatever you write, you read. It's quite simple, It's not in English. Also, French have a lot of words like and they read 2 of them. I remember there's a station in Paris called Les Halles. So it's like this, and she's read lal, lal, lal. I say le. Put the 3 letters then. You don't need 9 letters. So it's 6 letters. Don't read. They say we always put T. In the end, we never read it. That's a French thing to do.
Sounds like
like we put it and we don't read it. Don't put it, man.
Yeah.
Why? It's cheaper. Yeah. So that Emma SSA PPR. That was really crazy. I was always trying to find forensic reason how that came there.
Did you guys have hide and go seek?
Yeah, of course.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah. But it's called different. It's called blinding. So.
Blinding?
Yeah. I'm trying to translate the word. It's žmurke. It's mean žmuriti mean close your eyes. So it's mean žmurke.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys have Marco Polo?
No, what's that?
Marco Polo is when you get in the pool and one guy. It's like hide and go seek in the pool, but one guy has to keep his eyes closed and try to swim and find other people.
Oh no!
And you go Marco.
We didn't have
Polo.
We didn't have so many pools.
Oh, that would be. So you didn't have sharks and minnows.
Yeah, we were playing mostly soccer, basketball.
Basketball's huge in Serbia.
Yes.
Why?
Because we were like Yugoslavia was once upon a time in Atlanta, I think, or in the I don't know where we won against America. We were the biggest in the world. We in the pull up Yugoslavia. Yeah, I think
in Atlanta that was 1990
something like
1995
something like that. Yeah, but it was actually not full Yugoslavia. We didn't have Croatians, we didn't have Slovenians, we didn't have Macedonians.
Oh, I want to talk about that when it broke up.
Because if you think about it now,
is that Vlade Divac?
Yeah, this is Divac.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is Scottie Pippen. Good old Scotty.
There's a comedian named Ian Carmel.
Oh.
He's really funny, and he said he had a joke about because there's an actor named Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
and there's also Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm waiting for the actor Scottie B. Pippen. That's a great joke.
Yeah.
So wait, so Yugoslavia,
Dennis B. Rodman.
was Yugoslavia basketball better when you guys were all together?
Of course. Can you imagine now? You could have Luka Doncic and Jokic together.
Yeah.
That would be fun because he's a Slovenian.
So wait, let's talk about Yugoslavian basketball players.
Yeah.
Because Vlade Divac
he was one of the first that cross.
He's like a national treasure.
He was one of the first our basketball player that actually went to NBA.
And he's Serbian, right?
Yes.
From Belgrade?
No, not from Belgrade. From some, I don't know where is actually he from. He played for Partizan Belgrade for all his when he was in Yugoslavia.
Have you ever met Vlade Divac?
Yeah, of course.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know him.
No.
Yeah, we were together on some basketball play. The Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's playing for Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
And he called me for some game, and I met there Vlade Divac. And I said, "Hey, Vlade, hi, my son wants to meet you." So it was really nice. Yeah, he was GM of Sacramento Kings for a long time. I think he's stopped that.
How old is he?
107. I don't know. 54.
Oh, he's only a few years older than me.
That's problem with the sport people, they finish career very early and quite rich. And we can work all our lives.
So, I know. I'm going to be 73 pulling off my shirt going, I am the machine. Oh, give me a second. Let me get my walker.
Who am I?
How am I?
And they're going to invent a big prompter.
Yeah.
Machine. Oh, machine.
I am the machine, but where am I?
Where? Can you make this letter bigger?
So who are the big Serbian basketball players?
Serbian.
Vlade
Divac. It was, so you see Dejan Bodiroga. He was European, like God, hundreds years. He had really slow moves, but he was really really nice and precise. You have this Sale Đorđević, Aleksandar Đorđević, this guy.
Oh, wow.
Can you put it, Sale Đorđević, Aleksandar Đorđević, 3-second shoot or 4-second shoot? That's how they won a European title.
Really?
It was 4 seconds in the end. And he got the ball and he did it. And 5 years later, we are playing Serbia against Croatia and he did it again.
Really?
Yeah.
3 of the most famous threes.
And then he was going, here it is. Arrivederci Roma. And then, boom! Crazy
wow.
shit. And they were European champions. Partizan. Yeah.
It's so interesting that basketball's big in Serbia.
Yes, it is. It is. Still, he's against Kreischer. The same spot, the same thing.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
It's so weird to see basketball with no black people.
Yeah. If you think about it, so how could Yugoslavia...
Oh, that's why the score is only 54 to 46.
That's why. That's actually why. Yeah, that's actually why. So if you think about... there is a good school of basketball. There was very good coaches, very good players. And it was not that...
he goes to the same spot every time.
Every time. This is when he finished. This is when he's going to the pension. He's finishing his playing career.
He's going to retire?
And retirement, sorry. Yeah, and they say, hey, let's recreate that shit. And they, I give you a ball. Yes, but I was like here, and then I run, and then I turn, and then I do, and then I shoot, and then I give it again.
Oh, wow.
And people like, well, hey, banana. Yeah, so Aleksandar Sale Đorđević, that's classic travel.
Why did Yugoslavia break up?
I cannot say it in one word, but I will try to. My understanding is, after the communism broke up and everything, Tito died. Everybody was like, knew it is going to happen. because
Really?
because after communism, you always have the nationalism is like big wave because it was suppressed. The communists didn't allow any kind of nationalism.
You couldn't be proud to be Croatian.
No, not so much. You could, but not go so far. But the Croatian had their religion. They went to on a Catholic.
Was Yugoslavia built into? Was it 5 different ethnicities?
6.
6. Was it 6 different ethnicities?
Yeah, but if you ask me, they're all white.
Yeah,
and mostly Christian.
Yeah.
So that's it. But if you have, it's all white people, and there is Macedonia, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Serbia.
Montenegro.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember meeting. I remember meeting my first
Montenegrin,
Nigerian, whatever it is. I'm not gonna Monte N-word.
Yeah, can you imagine it? Oh, stupid. Yeah.
And so I remember meeting my first one, and I was in Chicago, and they said we're from Montenegro, and I went, okay. And they're like, yeah, we are. And I said, what the fuck? I've never even heard of that.
What's that? Yeah.
And they're like, we used to be part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I know Yugoslavia. I don't know Montenegro. And they're like, and this was fucking 2006.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never heard of Montenegro in my life. But ever since that, they were friends with my dad's friend. Ever since that time, I knew of them. And then when I went there, I went, oh, that used to be part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah,
Montenegro.
It is quite
beautiful, right?
Yeah, beautiful, and there is big mountains. That's why you call them. And they have little seaside also, really interesting. They have a beautiful river that going into the sea. So it is quite beautiful nature, really.
So what?
And they call it Serbian Sparta.
Serbian Sparta.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they are like tough guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything like Serbian Sparta.
Oh,
this is the Sveti Stefan, the Saint Stefan Island. Really, really fancy schmancy. This is the King's Beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in the good old days, the Yugoslav king will come here and take a bath. And in next 100 meters on this side, you have the same, how you call this? Uvala?
A cove?
Yeah, like a little bit. And then you have the Queen's Beach. So she went there.
In the lagoon next.
Yeah, lagoon next. Yeah, it was a Queen's Beach. So he was taking bath here. She was there.
So when you were, Yugoslavia broke up in the 90s?
91, 92 when I was 18. I remember Belgrade wanted to be Olympic town. And in the same year, I think it was LA, Barcelona, Belgrade, I don't know who else. And Barcelona won, 1992.
Yeah.
Barcelona, you remember the guy was...
No.
Freddie Mercury.
I remember Freddie Mercury. Wait, that was in Barcelona?
Yeah, Freddie Mercury singing with Montserrat Caballé, with the opera singer, the big lady. Yeah. And I think he's the only one who could sing with opera and still look good, sound good.
Yeah.
Really, because everybody was embarrassed. So I was waiting 1992 to Olympic. So we get Olympic Games in Belgrade, and I will fall in love in Senegal for runners or whatever, and I get married and go to Africa to live. That was my idea. But it didn't went that way. So in 1992, everything started in Slovenia, then Croatia, then you have all these, and then Bosnia was boom.
Bosnia Herzegovina, that was the one we heard of. But we heard of Croatia.
In Croatia, this is Barcelona.
But he was still alive in 92?
Yes, he was like no AIDS at all.
Oh, wait. He had no AIDS at all.
No.
We're looking at a new podcast studio, right? So this morning, I get a call, get the address. It's kind of far away. I grab on my electric bike. I hop on it. I go for a ride. And halfway there, I'm having so much fun. I completely forgot why I was on this bike. I just thought I was dicking around. I didn't even realize that's how great these bikes are. And they are affordable, starting at just $7.99. Finally, there's an e-bike for everyone, and it's Lectric bikes. They're the fastest growing e-bike company in the U.S., and there's easy to see why. They're affordable, they're customizable, they ship free, they're fully assembled, but more importantly, they fold in half. And so you need no bike rack, just no truck required. You throw it in the back of your car. It is so amazing how quickly this thing snaps too. They are, like I said, they're affordable, they're adjustable, they're customizable, and they're incredibly durable and conveniently designed. They fold up, ship free, come assembled. There's an LCD light display that features speed, range, and adjustable power level, and they have fucking thousands of rave reviews. You can go anywhere, over any terrain, and if you get the wind at your back right, you can fly just over 28 miles per hour on literally a 4 to 6 hour charge. So you can go anywhere. I mean, I literally, it's more eco-friendly than our car, so I'd rather hop on that and drive around, and it's great to explore the outdoors. I'll take it over to the park, sit down, put my back in the park, lay down in the park, get back on my electric bike, drive home. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm keeping the air clean, keeping those trees in the park alive. Where will your e-bike adventures take you? Go to lectricebikes.com and get $100 off any e-bike purchase. Come on. Now that's extremely affordable. That's LECTRIC ebikes.com. Do you ever feel like you've watched everything there is out there to watch and there's no more options? Well, let me introduce you to our friends at Private Internet Access. Lots of titles are only available in certain regions, so you're not making the most of your streaming service. Right now, Private Internet Access is the leading VPN provider that works with all the major streaming services, so you can have access to more content than ever before anywhere in the world. All you have to do is connect to a server, and you're good to go. It's really that easy, since Private Internet Access offers fast servers in over 80 countries and every U.S. state. Plus, VPN is really user-friendly. There are apps available for all devices, smart TVs included, and one subscription can be used on up to 10 devices at once. I'm telling you right now, we were lost. We watched Squid Games and then Money Heist, and we were like, holy crap, we're getting these from other... It was the greatest thing we've ever done. So if you want to have access to more shows and movies than ever before, now's the time to subscribe to Private Internet Access. Head to privateinternetaccess.com/Bertcast and get an 82% discount. Holy crap. Seriously, 82%. That's just $2.11 a month. You can also get 3 extra months completely for free, but you must go to privateinternetaccess.com/Bertcast for a truly private digital life. One last time, that's privateinternetaccess.com/Bertcast. Have you ever done a musical?
Yes, I played in opera.
You did?
But I didn't sing. No,
Yeah.
I play musical. We did in Serbia, in Belgrade, they did the Monty Python Holy Grail. So
Yeah.
I play this Lancelot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Sweet. What would you rather do? Movies, television, or theater?
if that question is quite nice, but my answer is I like everything. I like because it's cool when you can change it. You know, like musicians. Some people like studio, some people like concert. So that's the movie and theater, so to say. And musicals, it's somewhere between. But my feeling is I always enjoy changing. So after 2 plays in theater, after 2-3 months working on that, I'm starting working movies. So it's quite. And then you do the television, it's cozy, you're inside. It's not like movies are like outside, some mosquitoes or heat, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's nice when you can change it. If you get only one, I think it can become boring.
Is there when you were living in Serbia, was there a bigger market for doing television versus movies? Was there a difference in because when I came out here, if you hosted a television show, they looked down on you. And if you did television, you probably weren't going to do movies. And if you did movies, you definitely didn't do television.
Yeah, because this is a huge market, so they like to do this here. But because in Serbia it's so small, there's maybe 7 million people. I know a name of 4 million of them. So it's small. It is rather small. So yes, but also a theater community looking down on anybody who works on movies, on a television. You sell your soul for money or fame, whatever. Also people from the movie say, I never been in theater. They openly say that. You say, come on, man. I understand you never been in I don't know. I never been in looking operations, but looking theater, that's part of your job.
Yeah.
No, they don't watch. So, but I don't think they have everything. You need to watch the movies, you need to watch the theater, you need to watch and especially nowadays, the television is a golden day of television, if you think about it. We don't have any more commercials, we don't have those things, we have this Netflix, HBO thingy, and it's quite serious, quite cool.
Is Netflix big in Serbia?
Yes, it started recently. If you think about it, we didn't have it. Yeah, it is. HBO is also quite big, but most people that's for younger people. Young people now, they are getting hooked to this model of television. Good old people are like, still this. still.
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah. Do you remember? My favorite thing is like when you do like with pistol.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I remember my first remote control there was a line connecting it to the television.
That was
our first remote control. I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is nice. And then I remember my dad getting one that wasn't connected, and I went, oh, this is way nicer.
This is going further. Yeah. There was a joke in Serbia and Yugoslavia, like grandfather had a remote.
a stick,
and you can get beaten by remote. So what? I wanted to give this to you.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It reminded me of you.
Oh, thank you.
But not just because he's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's doing this.
Yeah.
And so I'm live. This is you, and I'm like, huh?
I'm a weeble wobble.
Yeah,
that's what we used to call them, weeble wobbles.
You're coming back. So
weebles wobble, but they don't
put
fall
it
down.
Here in your...
I'll put it right here. It'll be perfect.
Yeah, weeble wobble.
What was how do movies work in Serbia? Are they I remember are they state funded?
Yeah.
So
mostly state. Mostly, I think 99%.
Really?
Yeah.
So then you get you pitch your movies to the government?
Yeah, no, not actually. Governments there is some body called Movie Center, and then we have some people who are from all the guilds there, and there is also government people, 3 or 4 of them. Now it is there is more of them than us.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit always politically. This is cool. These people are on our side. This is not. This is against our party. This is for our party. So it's quite stupid, and it's not industry. So you are not supposed. Even if you get money, nobody cares what's happened after that. Did you have any views or public love it, or you get some reward or some festival?
Can you become rich in Serbia doing movies?
You saw me, no. I'm huge, and I'm like, normal. I don't live in Senjak or Dedinje,
Oh yeah.
So no actor lived there. Maybe folk singers live there.
The folk singer does live there. I live right down the street from him.
Yeah. Or maybe some soccer player or politics. That's it. No.
Actually, the soccer player lived and a mobster.
Yeah.
A gangster.
Yeah.
Lived right next door to me. Who's redoing his house.
They call them businessmen.
Yeah, the businessman.
So the businessman. Yeah. But you cannot. It's not popular. You cannot get money. You can be just popular.
So then you have to really love You have to really love acting.
But it's not just about love, because you can love. I don't know but it is about. I'm really bad in mathematics. I'm really bad stand up in 8 o'clock, going in something to work that is really same every day.
Yeah.
So I will better be hungry and happy and feel creative at whatever I'm doing than anything else. So it is about, it is love, but it's a way of life, a way of thinking, and way of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this good, but I'm sure I'm really suck in everything else.
Yeah, I think that's the way I feel. Is like there was when I was doing stand up when I was younger. I never felt like I was gonna. I never thought I was gonna make money doing it.
Yeah,
but I knew that I definitely wasn't gonna enjoy all the other stuff.
No, yeah.
And I really enjoyed stand-up.
Yeah, of course, because there is freedom of it. It's just Mike and you.
Yeah.
And that's it. You don't need a band. You need the troop, you don't need a
Yeah.
scenography, this and that, the problem. So it's quite fun. And immediately get paid back. Like, hello.
Oh, it was the
Okay.
best. And you could take an idea that you came up with that day and bring it on stage, and it would work. And you'd be like, and I felt like I was in control of my future. I felt like I got to pick my destiny.
That's cool with the stand-up. With acting, it is a little bit different because you are like girl. You like, everybody wants to love me. I'm beautiful. Take me. I'm beautiful. I'm good actor. Please take me. So there is some boring part of it. You are not actually choosing. You are being chosen.
Yeah.
And
that's what I didn't like about acting.
yeah, that sucked. But in the end, I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe when you are in a position like I'm in Serbia, I can choose what I'm going to do. I can invent in the end what I'm going to do. Here, I'm a rookie again.
How was that? What was that like moving the whole family from Belgrade to Australia?
No, it was not that bad. I'm joking. It was shocking. We didn't actually think through.
You didn't think it through.
We think it's true.
Yeah.
But it's like watching, I don't know, from some cliff, you are watching the water down. So maybe it's cold, maybe it's not, maybe it's fast, maybe it's deep, maybe we're going to crash and die immediately. So you're just counting in your head what's going to happen. But you need to jump. And then it's starting, you know.
So how did the decision, because I'm really fascinated by it. By your decision to move your family here. When did you start thinking, I want to go to LA?
I have an agent in London, and I work stuff with him, and I got one part with Gary Oldman in one cool movie.
What movie was it? Gary Oldman, type it up.
Gary Oldman, I think it was assassin bodyguard of assassin bodyguard, something like that. And assassin bodyguard, something like that, huh? Is there? Hitman. Oh, sorry.
Hitman's bodyguard.
Hitman's bodyguard. I know, something stupid. And I watched that movie in a plane when I was coming here. And that guy who's playing is not good. So I got the part.
Yeah.
I got a part, and my agent say, "Hey, Nico, you got a part." And my kids running through house, Gary, oh my God. They don't know who the guy is, but they know it means something to me. So everybody's happy. And then they call me. It was a Friday. And they say, "Can you come immediately?" I said, "No, I need visa." Because we, like Yugoslavia, Serbia, we need visa for England.
Yeah.
Just to travel, not to work. I need special visa for work. And I said, but I got it. I have a couple of working visa from Universal, from Amazon, from BBC. I worked in London a couple of times. So it's going to be easy, but it's 7 days. Because you give your passport, and your passport go to Poland, and then go to Sheffield, and then from Sheffield to Poland back. It's 7 days. And I said, but I'll pay, I will do it everything, and I can come in maybe 3 days. I can come and I can start working 7 days. And they say, okay, go to the procedure, but we think it's going to be the deal breaker if you cannot immediately come in. And I said, but I can come in Tuesday. And in Monday, they send me a mail. They say, sorry, we cannot risk. Gary want to do that scene immediately. We cannot wait. Maybe we tried to push the papers. They couldn't do it. That's it. So in Tuesday, I got the passport with visa and everything, but I lost the job.
Yeah.
So that was the strike one. Strike two was, I also got the job in London. My agent sent me, it's regular. He never sent me mail with capital letters.
Yeah.
No, it's regular. So it's mean more money. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Some BBC Amazon show. And it was really nice role, big role, but funny, not, never mind. Same shit. Fridays, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, geez, this is really too much. I said to my wife, Lily, please check it out for American visa. Let's see what we can do. Because my idea was, if I get a job in London, non-native speaker, in America, I suppose it's a much bigger market.
Yeah.
I will get a job immediately. Something, whatever, Also, my kids, my daughter were on the end of the high school, almost 2 years. So we were thinking maybe for studying, it would be cool that she's in America. My boy, he's really cool. He's 13. So he was in the middle. We could change it. My
Yeah.
wife, she's a producer and everything. And I just fed up with Serbia, to be quite honest. A little bit. Like I was like, I'm always there. I can work there. I can do whatever I want there. But it doesn't make me that excited.
Yeah.
Or Gary Oldman. Oh, that's
Gary Oldman would be fucking awesome. Yeah.
That's exciting, you know. So when I came here, so we moved. And I
When was this? What year?
2019
Okay.
in September. So we
Right before the pandemic.
I think we were coming here with the plane from Wuhan. I don't know what they have in their luggage. They checked
The
out.
first meal we had was fat soup.
So we came immediately. Can you imagine? So we lost 2 months on all these papers. It's a catch-22.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot have this because you don't have. But if you have this, you need to have a bill. But to have a bill, you need to be there. Never mind. But after 2 months, we finished everything, and I was laughing in DMV. I think Bill Burr. I don't know who have a joke, and I didn't understand it. He said like a foreigner in DMV. He looked like a foreigner in DMV.
Me. It's me. I have that joke.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. Then you.
Like an immigrant in the DMV.
Yeah. Like, and then I went to DMV and I was like, now I get the joke because me and hundreds of Korean people or whatever.
Oh, it's fucking chaos.
Where? Yeah.
I was at the DMV one time. It was I don't have my license on me, but there was a Russian guy, and I at the time I still speak a little Russian, but at the time I feel like I spoke more.
Oh.
And enough to know he was speaking Russian, and I could and I forget what's the fucking whatever you say when you take pictures. He didn't know that they were taking his picture.
Cheese, like
Yeah,
something,
but cheese in Russian, it's
like sir.
смотри,
Yeah,
it's so. I said to him, "Sir," and so I said to him, I was saying it. I forget what I said, but I really fucked up my translation. And he thought when it was like 1, 2, 3 cheese that then you smiled.
Oh, so cute.
So you went like this, and then you went, and we could not stop fucking laughing. But he was genuinely confused.
Yeah,
he was genuinely confused, and so that's where that line came from. Because if you're not from this country and you go to the DMV, and you get just some black chick go next,
yeah. What?
It can overwhelm you.
All these things, so this and that. But
K19 left over to the left.
Yeah, but I really like. So when we came, it was this shock 2 months.
Yeah.
And after 2 months, I got first casting.
What was that?
For Stranger Things. And I did self-tape in my apartment. I sent it, and they call me after 2 weeks and say, "Hey, come to Universal. We're gonna do Paramount. We're gonna do more casting with you."
Yeah.
And I got the job. And next casting, maybe 2 weeks later, I got the next casting. So I got 2 jobs from 2 castings, and I'm like, Lily, we did the good shit. We did the good thing. I think my mathematics is proving this was it. And I got that job. It was For All Mankind, Apple Plus show. I played some Russian cosmonaut. Very nice role. And then I was like, this is it. Everything's nice. Kids went to school. They like it, you know?
Yeah.
Because all world is in your school now.
Yeah.
All world. Yeah. My boy was like, I'm in love.
With a Korean girl, right?
Yeah, I think Thai, something like that. I really don't know. She's beautiful, and he said, I felt butterflies here. What's going on? So that was really nice.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she's also went to school, and she in the beginning like my name, but after a while, everything went on the place. It's better, you know. It's crazy. It's Los Angeles.
It's Los Angeles. Yeah. Where did you move when you originally moved?
We
here?
moved in West Hollywood immediately.
Oh, that's great.
It's 20 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit.
And then pandemic. I went to Lithuania to shoot Strangers, and I did January and something. And then we went back, and then we got a letter. 6 months, nothing for sure. Maybe we're gonna call you back. And then I was like, maybe this was not that good idea, but it was a pandemic. So it was 8 months actually that we were like, this is the most expensive vacation in our life. But luckily everything went back and we would start working. And I saw what I should do in 1 year, I did it in 2 years. This is my 3rd year here.
It's your 3rd year?
Yeah.
And you're doing Stranger Things.
Yeah, I did Stranger Things and For All Mankind.
For All Mankind? What's For All Mankind?
It's a Apple Plus show. Really nice. It's a spin. It's a like idea that Russian went on the moon first. So this is the 3rd season. This reddish and this bluish is mine. This is For All Mankind. Yeah.
What's Did you get to meet Winona Ryder?
Yeah.
Did you know who she was before?
How you mean?
Like were you familiar with her work before?
Of course, she was our teenage crush.
Okay. God, she was my teenage crush.
She's Winona Ryder, man.
Yeah.
And I'm from Yugoslavia. We watched American movies.
Yeah. Did you watch Heathers?
No.
But you probably saw
the Caesar, that, and the reality bites and those stuff.
Yeah. She was in Heathers. Heathers is where I fell in love with her.
Yeah, I like her also in the Moon with the Cher. You know that movie, the 3 of them playing. Cher is mama, Winona is a girl, and there was a famous song, "It's in his kiss, that's where it is.
It's in his
kiss.
I don't know.
It is."
What's it? What? How is are your kids?
She was so nice, Noni. She was so nice,
Really?
really. She said on some interview, "I really like to work with Nico. He's a legend." And Brett Gelman also, he was nice. He said, "I'm a comic genius." So that was really cool thing for them.
Is it a fun show to work on?
Oh yeah. Besides, it was 2 years in one actually.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. It's crazy, Stranger Things. It's a huge show.
It's a huge hit.
Yeah, you don't need to explain what the show is.
Oh, I watched the first season, fell in love with it, and then just like everything else, it falls off your radar. And I'm on the road, and so I never like that. And did you see the TV show Dark?
No.
But they did more than one season, but I only saw the first season. Dark is fucking. Can you type in Dark?
It's also on Netflix. Huh?
Netflix Dark. Yeah. It's a German movie about time travel and children kidnapping.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark. Yeah, I know this yellow thingy. Yeah. Oh man.
It's scary as shit. They're coming out with a new one called 1899. Type in 1899. I think it's 1899. Yeah, this looks fucking insane.
Yeah, I will watch this Dark. It looks like some.
This looks so fucking good. 1899. It's all about this steamship coming over,
and it's not Titanic.
No, no. I can't wait to see this. When does that air? So then, how's it been? And then you did The Machine too.
And then I do The Machine,
which is crazy. You moved all the way to LA to move back to Serbia.
Yeah, but it was like I was applying for a job from there, like from Belgrade. It was like cool. You were shooting movie, and I was so happy to do that.
What was amazing about you is that you are very successful and probably one of the bigger names on our movie, but you were so cool. I would not have been as cool as you were. Like you were like, sure, I'll wait. Sure, no worries. Okay. Like you were very, you really impressed me with like how to behave on set.
I think that's the only way, because if you get nervous, you're gonna be nervous all day, and it's always gonna be against you. So I think the nerves is only that we can actually conquer our nerves, not to get. I'm paid. This is my job. I came. I know when you shoot anything, it's always going something sideways, beside the plan, this and that. So, and also we have the motorhomes now.
Yeah.
When I was starting as a kid, we didn't have it. So you were waiting in a field or in a shade, in a car. We were listening to the radio. We didn't have mobile phones to play the games. We were reading books on a set. Can you imagine how far it was?
You know how little I would read a book on set? I would never.
No way.
No, I have problems. I have problems. Like I said to, hey, Peter, you still in there? Will you make me a little... what time does your family fly in?
I need to be in 5 o'clock on, so I think 20 minutes from now.
Okay.
I could.
No, we'll wrap it up right now. We'll wrap it up soon.
We can.
Yeah. We've done.
Sorry, mate.
No.
Sorry, I was so excited about this. I had a stage fright or microphone fright. This is my first interview, but this is not actually interview. This is a podcast here in America, and I was like, "What are we gonna talk?" My wife said, "Please ask him what you're gonna talk about and prepare something." I said, "But this,
it's just conversation."
He's not a guy who's like prepared.
No,
stuff.
I'm not a. You worked with me. You worked with me.
Did I read you good? Huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
I never prepared once.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, it would be too stiff or too stupid. And I was like, recitate. I prepared.
No, you're the best, man. Fucking Andrew and I for the longest time, and I've been on the road. When we left Serbia, I said we're going to hang out, and then I went. And then things opened up here, and I went on the road for 8 months straight.
Yeah, I noticed.
I
follow you.
Yeah.
I get tired watching your stories. Really, like, oh man, I'm tired now. And you are here and there and this and that and this. Wow, man. I really admire your energy. This is really, really crazy. Yeah.
But I have a lot of energy, and I haven't heard anything from my doctor yet, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'll be around for another year. At least one more year.
Also, I have to brag a little bit. Stephen King made a tweet. He said, I really like this character, Yuri, that I'm playing Stranger Things. Maybe we can do some, I don't know, some...
What?
And I said, King knows the knowledge,
He knows the knowledge.
So thank you, Mr. King. Thank you so much.
He's a big listener of this podcast.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
Yeah. Stephen,
Mr. Stephen, thank you, King. This was really nice because it is nice that they notice you. They notice that me and the duffers who write it and the writers, we did it something. They push me a little bit. They say, go further, go more. Yeah, it's really inspiring. They say, how you play it. I said, you wrote that. They say, yes, but we like you see?
You're really good.
Might be.
You're really good at you're just really good.
Thank you, man.
Do your kids watch Stranger Things?
Yeah. Finally.
They're like,
oh, my dad. Yes. I told them a couple of times I'm a huge, but you know how it's with the kids.
Yeah, I do.
I told them I also did a stand-up in Serbia.
Yeah.
2 years ago. And I said to my wife and my daughter and my son, hey, I need to rehearse. I need to try some materials because Corona, we are not going out. I'm not going to bars or whatever. I cannot try. I'm talking to you. Nobody wants to listen. Family doesn't want to listen. No, family thinks you are boring. All jokes, my jokes are dead jokes. Never mind, they are not actually dead jokes. They're perfect.
But you're dead.
But you're dead, so all jokes are dead jokes. You are boring, dead. That's it. So I don't know. My family is really disappointing me. They should do better. They should listen more.
Oh, my kids could give two. Georgia.
But now
they're like, this is how little. Like, here's what's crazy is they watch Stranger Things.
Oh,
so I wanted her to say hi to you, but they could give such little shits about my life that they're like, they just went in there and worked out. My daughter Isla watches Stranger Things. They're obsessed with it.
Yeah, it is. There is something really good and crazy about, and there's some hypnotic about that show.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is, and it's.
I think it ties you into your own childhood in a weird way. It reminds you of your own childhood. There's certain movies that, like, did you ever watch Goonies when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Goonies was a movie that to this day, if I watch, it reminds me of summer being with my friends.
I can imagine that. It's not remind me so much because we don't have those kind of bicycles and those kind of shoes and jackets, but we were there. But that feeling of watching the movie, it reminds me. It's like E.T.
Yeah. If I watch E.T., I go back to that.
I'm still like, that was a movie I cried like.
Oh,
E.T.,
God.
Jesus, right?
Isla just got a Walkman for her birthday because of Stranger Things. Because I guess there's a character who they put a Walkman on
Yeah.
to make sure she doesn't explode. So Isla got a Walkman, and now she's listening. She goes,
I need
she's
a
like-
cassette.
she's like, gets cassettes. So, but they don't make cassettes for new bands. So
Yeah.
all she's got is Men at Work, Sublime, Fleetwood Mac,
Yeah.
Motley Crue,
But
Guns
you
N'
can
Roses.
do it you can put the record and make yourself
Yeah,
a cassette,
yeah.
like Party Mix, famous.
Yeah, she got a Walkman. She would be losing her fucking mind right now.
Ah,
They've been obsessed with it, but they're weird. Like they watch this show, Good Life, Good Luck Charlie, and the dad was a famous actor. He was in he's on Good Luck Charlie, but he was also in True Romance. Do you remember True Romance?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember the gunfight at the end where
Yeah.
they're all shooting? And
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey man, I'm hurt." That's the dad. Blonde hair. Pull him up. No, Eric Allen Kramer. So he's in True Romance. Type in True Romance.
True Romance.
He's the bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, he's the bodyguard.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know it's him, this bald guy, but he's just too old. There.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
so-
know the famous one.
So I said to my daughters, they were big fans. He was the dad on Good Luck Charlie. I said, "Hey, I want you to meet my friend," and they were like, "Hi," and he was like, "Hey, ladies," and they're like, "Hi," and I was like, he's like, "You guys having a good time?" It was a premiere party for me, and they're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Are you guys proud of your dad?" And they're like, "Uh-huh," and I was like, "Okay," and they're like, "Can we go now?" And I was like, "Yeah." So they leave, and I go over to George. I go, "What the fuck was that about?" By the way, she's probably like 10.
Yeah.
I go, "What the fuck was that about?" She goes, "What?" I said, "That's the dad from Good Luck Charlie." She goes, "Yeah, I know." And I said, "Well, what? How come you acted that way?" She goes, "What was I supposed to freak out or something?" And I was like, "But he's in the TV show
And
that you watch every day, and then you see him in real life." And she goes, "You're on TV." And I went,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, if you met someone on TV, you'd be like,
Whoa. Yeah.
"Who's the most famous person you met when you were a kid?"
I think it was some famous singer from Yugoslavia.
Gero Yepremian. Gero Yepremian. He was the kicker for the fucking Bucks.
Oh.
And he was tiny. He was a Frenchman.
Yeah,
Tiny
kicker.
little Frenchman.
Yeah. He was a soccer player.
He was a soccer player. And I remember geeking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, I can't believe it's
we are
real.
talking. Yeah,
He's the guy on the field kicking field goals for the Bucks. I was impressed by a field goal kicker.
It is a special position if you
Yeah.
think about it. Really.
Why?
Because everybody's fighting, throwing, and there is one guy. I'm kicking. I'm a special.
Yeah.
So most of the guys are from soccer. I remember.
they're all from soccer.
Yeah, I remember. We have a club in Belgrade. I was helping them, Vukovi Belgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were second in Europe in one moment.
Really?
In American football. Yeah, and I will remember our kicker was like different species from all the other guys. It is specific position if you think about it.
So what are you doing tonight with the family?
I don't know. I just washed dishes because I was all alone 1 month almost.
You were alone for a month?
Yeah, but I have my dog is a little bit sick, so I need to cook for her, take her out, this and that. So every 4 hours I have something to do with her. But I went out. I went there. I went to some friends a couple of times, but I didn't wash dishes.
Yeah.
So
they all built up.
it was like, I don't know who did this. So I put it in the machine all day, and I was putting all the dead bodies outside, and I was trying to clean the house so a little bit. But I'm not. And I did the casting this morning
For a new movie?
for some movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you never know.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun part. It's cool part. I really like it.
How often are you auditioning?
Mostly every week.
Yeah.
You got something, but most of the time is like this. I'm a Russian killer.
I'm a Russian.
I'm a Russian killer.
It's
and I'm
better
gonna
than I'm fat and stupid.
Yeah. Okay, but it is a little bit boring. So I like those kind of part, like this Yuri or that cool cosmonaut in For All Mankind. So I like little bit. I know I'm not native speaker. And
Can you do an American
You
accent?
asked me already, and I made this stupid joke from the movie. Yes, ma'am, I could eat a frozen dog. It's some cowboy movie. Yeah,
I could eat the frozen
she asked her, some good lady asked her, are you hungry? Yes, ma'am. I could eat a frozen dog. So I remember that like most American accent I could do that. Yes, ma'am. But I'm not native speaker. It's a polite way to say foreigner.
Yeah.
But they always put you in that position. But now I'm doing the French accent, maybe this accent, that accent. But in the end, I think most of people have some kind of accent here.
I think so. I think it's becoming more and more popular.
Even you are from Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
I have a little bit of a southern accent.
Yeah,
I think my wife has a real southern accent.
Yeah, so I suppose people from LA like, oh, this is some Florida people.
Yeah. Hey, text Leanne, tell her to come back. We'll wrap this up and we'll get you on our way. But I want her to come back and say hi. Maybe I'll just call her. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm just looking at my text. I'm looking for when was the last time you got a physical?
Oh. They do it sometimes for the movies.
Oh yeah.
For insurance.
I got one for the machine. But I've just got another one today. Or the other day. And
they ask you, did you try LSD? Did you try marijuana? Did you try this and that and CPD, PCD, CCP? And I'm like, whoa, man. And you should say no.
Well, I'll let you go see your family. I appreciate you doing this.
Hey, thank you so much for calling me. This is really, I'm sure it's not going to help your podcast, but maybe will help me. Maybe I get some American audience to love me.
You will.
Yeah.
You're fucking hilarious. You're one of the best people I know.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I'm your friend. And
when
I'll tell
you finish all your tours, I'm 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so please call me. Let's hang out.
Please, I have really good marijuana.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.